Hey guys, KJ here, back with another video. If you are new to my channel, please like, share, and subscribe. I mainly focus on my life as an autism mom of a 3-year-old son, as well as my journey with multiple myeloma. So welcome, so glad to have you, and I pray that everyone is having a blessed day. Real quick, I just wanted to jump on. Just wanted to touch on a subject about if you're having or if you have other children who are not on the spectrum, or other children who are, don't have any other type of special needs or different abilities that are in the household with a child or with children that do have different abilities, and the effects that it has on that other child or children that they may have on the other child or may have on the other children, and a lot of the decisions that you have to make for the whole household. Now, everyone's situation is different. There are certain situations where, it may be a two-parent household, or it may be a situation where the household dynamic is, set up where the parent may have additional help in the household. For myself, I am a single parent, and I have to deal with everything on my own. I don't have any help. I don't have the help of another adult in my home. On top of having to deal with the multiple myeloma and whatever treatments that I have to take, deal with, and treatment plans that I may have. My treatment plan can change at any point. It's never constant. So having to deal with just the differences and everything that I have to go through for my own health, on top of everything else. So I've had family members to express their I don't know their concern, or make their statements about my daughter. So my youngest daughter is 17, and she has been in the band. She's been in the band ever since she was in the 6th grade. So this will be her senior year coming up, and I expressed that we could not do band this year. And it was for a number of reasons, like just a number of reasons. Mainly one, financial, because I don't work. And so over the years, I have had to sacrifice, which we do as a parent, as parents anyway. I've had to sacrifice a lot. Like, I've had to put off procedures and things of that nature to allow her to be able to be in the band, because I did not want her to suffer, because of what I had going on with me. And so, in that, I have had to put off a lot of what I had to do for myself, a lot of procedures and things that I needed to do, medical bills and things like that. I have had to sacrifice so that she could be in the band, so that she could go on all of these, elaborate trips that the band goes on. So many, if you don't know, it's not like how we were in school. How you could just be in the band and you didn't really have to pay that much. Like, you might have had to pay for, okay, of course, if you play an instrument, you had to provide your own instrument, or you had to maybe rent the school's instrument, which is now astronomical in itself. Or if you were in auxiliary, you had to get your own uniform, whatever you needed for the auxiliary. But that's literally all you had to pay. But now you have to pay band fees, on top of you have to pay for the band classes. Okay, not band class, band classes. And so where she is, it's not just, you don't just pay for one class. You have to pay for multiple classes, because you're put in band. That's one class, and that's $50. Okay, then they put you in, automatically put you in, let's just say jazz band or something like that. Like it goes hand in hand. So you have to be placed in two band classes that are $50 each. So not only do you have to pay almost $400 just to be in the band program, you also have to pay an additional $100 just to be in the band classes. And you still have to make donations throughout the band season for, whether it be for the concessions, and then you still have to volunteer. That's a penalty if you don't volunteer for the concessions, which I'm not able to do because of my situation. You still have to make, donations for the concessions or whatever it is, whatever fundraisers, whatever they have going on. That's additional money that's going out. And then all of the trips, and I'm not talking about, they just going down the street, they're just going. No, like they have gone on trips, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars just to go on these trips. So people don't understand the dynamic of having to be in these type of programs. Well, I would love for my child to be able to participate. Well, I also have, again, I have my son who is terrified of the band instruments. Y'all excuse me, like it's like gnats and stuff flying, and I done just came from outside, and it's like every time I go outside I just start itching automatically. So I had been outside, my son just came in from therapy, so I just kind of threw some on, and just from being outside, and it has been so hot here. I think everywhere, but it's been so hot here, and it's to the point now, like whenever I go outside, and I use sunscreen because I have to use sunscreen anyway with my treatment and things like that. But it's like every time I go outside, I just start itching really bad. But anyway, so I had to make the executive decision because transitions are very difficult for my son. Very difficult. So which means that, if we are here and we have to go somewhere, getting him to the car is like pulling teeth. It is a fight. It is very difficult because my son is in that mindset of, well, no, I'm at home and I don't want to go anywhere. So again, dealing with the band program, it's early mornings. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. She's got to be somewhere. Or it's 9-10 o'clock at night. She's leaving band practice. Like, it's like really ridiculous. Or she's got to be somewhere on Saturday. Or she's got to be here and she's got, again, and I am the only transportation that she has. So me going back and forth, me trying to maneuver with his therapy, me trying to maneuver with my own health and my own treatment plans, my own treatment days and things like that. It is a lot. It is a lot. And so, I had a relative to mention, well, I just don't feel like you should have taken her out of band and da 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 da, and you should have just kept her in band, and this is her senior year, and I just don't want her to be rebellious. And I'm thinking, rebellious? Why would she be rebellious? She's been in band since 6th grade, and if she's gonna be rebellious because I'm taking her out for her senior year when she has all of these other things that I've got to pay for, like class fees, senior fees, prom, and she wants to be rebellious because of band. And I'm not saying that she is. I'm just responding to her comment, making the comment, talking about the comment that she made. That's not being rebellious. That's being entitled. That's being entitled because I don't owe her that. How about this? I don't owe her that. I give my daughter everything that she needs, and I sacrifice on a daily basis. And a lot of the decisions that I have to make because of my household composition and my dynamic may not suit you or them or whoever else, but it is what's best for my household. Don't let anybody else try to make you feel bad about making a decision that is best for your household. Nobody else comes home with you. Nobody else has to deal with what you have to deal with. Nobody else has to go through what you're going through. Nobody else. Nobody else. And guess what? While they're making these opinions and while they're making these statements, nobody else is offering any solutions. Nobody else is offering a helping hand. Nobody else is saying, you know what? Since your son is so terrified of these musical instruments that are playing and that he literally screams and folds into a box whenever he goes up to close to the school because he knows and he's traumatized by the musical instruments, I'll watch him while you can go and sit up at a game to be able to support your child. I'll watch him, or better yet, I'll pick her up. Or better yet, hey, let's go half and half. Can I offer to go half and half on those school fees? I mean, on those band fees for you. Can I offer to pick her up 3 or 4 days out the week? What can I do to make your load lighter? Instead of making comments to stress you out even further. What can I do to make your load lighter? I'm waiting. So, people, listen, again, everybody's situation is different. And again, if you come from a 2-parent household, I'm not saying that, if you have 2 adults in your household or you have other people in your household that help, I'm not saying that your journey isn't just as hard. Not by any means, I'm not saying. But again, I am doing this on my own. I don't have anybody else helping me rip up and run up and down the road trying to get this child here, that child there, and oh, by the way, can you come in today because we did your blood work is done, and can you come in today for treatment? Nobody else is helping. So you have to do what is best for you. Do what is best for your situation and your family dynamic, and be unapologetic about it. Because once you running yourself ragged, trying to appease to everybody else and trying to fall into everybody else's category about what's going on with you and what's going on in your household, and nobody else, everybody else is going to keep on moving. But when you stressed out somewhere and strung out somewhere, and the first thing I'm like, well, I wish I could have just helped. Yeah, you wish. So, yeah, that's my rant for the day. Please be mindful of what you're saying to people when they're going through. Please, please. Okay? If you're not offering solutions, if you're not offering any type of valuable information, sometimes it's just best to keep it to yourself. Because nobody wants to sit back and look at that other child or those children and deny them. You think I want to deny my child? I want to, as a parent, you want to give your child everything. But it is what it is. And I have to do what is best for the household. Not for one child here, for the household. And that is the mindset that you have to take into consideration, that you have to have when you're dealing with multiple issues. So again, I pray that you guys are blessed and you guys have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful 4th of July. And again, like, share, comment if you like. Subscribe to my channel. Again, I deal with topics dealing with my journey as an autism mom and also my journey as a multiple myeloma patient. And again, be blessed, and I hope you guys have a wonderful and safe 4th. Bye-bye.